Join us on the channel today for some Horus Heresy, where we have the Sons of Horus taking on the Emperor's Children. Hello and welcome to the channel. And we've got myself, Sophie, and Nick on the channel. And Nick, what have you brought with you today?
I have brought 1,500 points worth of Emperor's Children.
Because that's right, we're playing Horus Heresy. We've got some more 30k on the channel, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've got my Sons of Horus first company, so we will see how they do. It is traitor versus traitor.
It is, yeah.
So it's either in the very start of the heresy or at the very end of the heresy. You know, when we're all trying to go home and you're trying to nick Horus's body. It's sometime in it's sometime in the heresy. Just a little apology for the sound quality today. Unfortunately, we've had some technical issues, which means we're using a slightly different microphone, but we will get that sorted for next time. If you like what you see on the channel, please think about subscribing. There is also our Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee links below. Or just check out our Instagrams to see what's coming up on the channel. I think that's enough preamble.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to you. Let's see what we've got on the list. So here we have my 1,500 points of the Sons of Horus 16th Legion 1st Company. We'll start off with my Warlord. He is the company champion here. He has a Power Axe, Plasma Pistol and Artificer Armour, and he has the Warlord trait where when he kills a character in close combat, I gain an additional victory point. Could come in handy. We also have the Herald here. He just has a Plasma Pistol, Chainsword and Artificer Armour, as well as the Banner of the Eye, which is when I charge any units within 6, we roll 1s to hit in close combat, which is quite handy. Within 6 inches or 12 inches, I'll have to double check that. We then have 3 squads of veterans. Our first squad of veterans, we have the Sergeant with a Power Fist. We then have a pair of Lightning Claws and 3 Power Swords. These have the Weapon Master special rules, so they are Weapon Skill 5. We then have a unit of 5. We have 4 Combi Melters and 1 Melta Gun. And then a unit of 10 with the Legion Vexler. These all have Combi Plasmas and 2 Plasma Guns in there as well. We then have a Leviathan Siege Dreadnought. This has 2 Storm Cannon Arrays and the Volkite. No upgrades other than that. And then we have 7 Justarian Terminators. These all have Power Axes, Combi Bolters, and we have 1 Multi-Melter in the squad. And that is it for 1,500 points of the Sons of Horus. So moving on to the Emperor's Children. Nick, what do we got?
So today I'm running the 3rd Company Elite. Which means that I get to have my Cacophony as my compulsory troops. So to start off, I have a Praetor. He might look like he's got a Lightning Claw, but I can assure everyone that it is actually a Paragon Lightning Claw. And although he looks suspiciously like he's got a normal jump pack, it's actually a normal power pack. It's actually a specially crafted jump pack to look like a normal one to confuse the enemy.
Yeah, it's just a light, you know.
Yeah,
he's not got 1 Paragon blade, he's got 5.
He also has Digi-Lasers as well to give him a little bit more poke in close combat. I'm running 2 units of 5 Cacophony. With each supported by a Apothecary in Artificer Armour.
Very good.
To support them, we've got a unit of 10 Assault Marines. The Sergeant has a Phoenix Spear, so he should be hopefully kind of giving challenges and stabbing people. He's also got Artificer Armour, and there is a Power Sword at the back there. Moving on to the elites, we have a Cortus Contemptor with Twin Link Lascannon and Close Combat Weapon. So he's a bit of heavy support to hopefully do something against the Leviathan Dreadnought and maybe the other Terminators that the Sons of Horus have brought. Which brings me neatly on to the Phoenix Guard, unit of 5, The champion's got a grenade harness, and then as another fast-moving assault attack lot, we have a group of 5 Palatine blades, which is where loads of points have gone because they've got Artificer armour, jump packs, power swords, and the sergeant's got a Melta bomb.
Very good, very good. So that's 1,500 points in total. We have deployed, so a couple of things to mention from our army lists that I have forgotten. We have these 2 veteran squads will have the, vehicle hunters, tank hunters. Essentially they get +1 armour rolls against vehicles. I was kind of at a loss what to do. I think, I'm running Pride of the Legion, so veterans count as troops. Any Horus Heresy players would have guessed that, but yes, best to mention. Nick, did you leave anything out? Warlord trait?
Warlord trait, I've got Dust of 1,000 Worlds, so my troops within 12 inches of my Warlord can move through terrain.
Very good.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, they get the move through cover special.
That's it. That's the one. And all my sergeants have got Artificer armour.
Yes.
That's the only other thing, I think.
Yes. So we have deployed in table quarters, and we are playing Dominion. So we have these objective markers. Now we're using the 40k ones because they just work. And this is almost a very 8th edition kind of mission, where we score a victory point for every scoring unit on an objective at the beginning of our turns. So we will be adding up points as we go. My deployment, I have got my Justarian here, my Plasma squad here, my Melta squad there, and my Close Combat squad just out on the flank, and see what they can do. And then sneaking back here, we have the Leviathan Dreadnought. Nick, let's go through what you've got.
So I've got a squad of Cacophony in the tower over here to kind of give some oversight and fire support. Hidden behind that tower is my Dreadnought, because Sophie has currently got first turn by Might Seize.
Yep.
I'm kind of in 2 minds as to whether that'll be a good thing or not. But then we've got the Cacophony on the top, and pretty much everything else is hiding down here, ready to kind of jump out or wander through if they're a Terminator.
Look, I mean, that's an illegal rave, isn't it? That's literally an illegal rave. Emperor's Children, very fitting.
I mean, is it technically pandemic during 30k?
Hey, let the virus
or is that
bombs.
only if the Death Guard appears?
Okay, would you like to seize the initiative?
I'm going to try.
You're going to try.
Because I think trying to reduce anything from your army would be a bonus.
Yeah.
So, here we go. No.
Not quite. So we will come back after the movement phase of Sons of Horus, turn 1. And everything has moved. So I've been a little bit, I ran these guys, I know it's in the shooting phase, but they only ran an extra inch. Everything else has moved up. The Leviathan, the Storm Cannon rays, I forgot they were only 24-inch range, so I am unfortunately out of range. But we are going to kick off the shooting phase, so we're going to start with this squad of veterans, and we are going into that squad of Cacophony. In the ruins, we're going to start off with the 2 Plasma, who are just in range, hit you on 3s, and then wounding on 2s. So that is 2 wounds, and you get your 4+ cover save.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got one with the Plasma.
Yep. I get a Feel No Pain.
Yes.
From the Apothecary. Nope.
Pain is felt.
One is dead.
And then we have 8 bolt guns. So here we go. Oh, a full house. These guys, I'm not firing the combi plasma just yet. But, oh, that's 5 hits from the bolt guns.
Okay, so...
Full
5
house.
saves.
Wonderful. We'll then go on to the Volkite from the Leviathan, going into the Cacophony again. So these are hitting on 2s. And they are twin linked. And that is not a hit. So that is 2 wounds. AP 5, so you get your saves. And you
Good
are
save.
good. Right. We'll then go on to the Terminators. Going into your cacophony. So I have 7 bolt gun shots. I just need to stop this firepower. So we'll start up with the bolt guns. And they are combi bolters, they are twin linked. There we go. And then 4s. That's 3 wounds.
3. Ooh.
There we go. Feel no pains.
Come on. Okay, save
There
one.
we go.
That's another one now.
And then we have the multi-melter, which hits. And it wounds. So you get your 4+ cover save.
Nope.
Nope. And unfortunately no feel no pain for you as it is strength 8. So instant kill.
Oh, okay. Right, I have no idea how that works.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah, and
this is my 3rd game of Horus Heresy.
Yes, and I've not played a huge amount either, so we are looking to play some more games, so please point out any little rules, mistakes, tips, hints, etc. We'd love to hear them. Right, the last thing for my shooting phase is I have 1 bolt gun going up at the cacophony there, which missed.
Excellent.
There we go. So that is the end of my shooting phase, so a morale test on the cacophony. 2 dice.
2 dice.
We're playing Heresy. 9. Do you need to check their leadership?
I think the leadership is 9.
Leadership 9, they are fine. Woohoo! So that is the end of my turn 1. A little bit of firepower going in, but now can I weather the storm? Have I overcompensated with my Terminators? We'll be back and find out in a minute. The Emperor's Children have moved up and they've got very close. This could be those jump packs move very fast, don't they?
They do. This could also be a very short game if this goes terribly, terribly wrong. But you know, Emperor's Children, filled full of ego, and like Palatine blades are supposed to be some of the elitist swordsmen in the 30k universe, so they can totally take down some just staring Terminators.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, totally, he says.
So we did lose, unfortunately, 1.
Yes.
But only 1.
Yes, the chump of the assault squad who basically ran into a wall as they went through the cover, but obviously he wasn't good enough to be one of them anyway. So, not a loss of gene seed, quite frankly.
How Darwinian.
Yes, pretty much. The Contemptor shuffled out, so he's got some line of sight on the Terminators and the Leviathan at the back there. The Cacophony basically over here stayed still, and the Cacophony here just shuffle forward because they have Relentless, so they can move and shoot, because that's their special thing. That's
Yes.
3rd company, elite.
Okay, where do we want to... Oh, and they
basically moved through the cover and then ran forward to take and sit on that point, because hopefully the Palatine blades are going to start stabbing some Termies.
Yes. Yeah, I would say so too.
I hope so.
Shooting phase, where should we kick off?
So we are going to kick off with, I think, these Cacophony in the tower.
The kick-off and I. Very good.
And they can just get to your 10-man squad at the back there.
Yes,
so I
very
think
good.
we're going to stick everything from them into there.
Wonderful. Now, these are strength 6, AP 5, gets hot,
Pinning,
etc.
Bioshock. Shot, feedback, something or other. But anyway, 3s, I believe.
Yes. So we have 1 gets hot.
1 gets hot.
And we'll do that in a second.
We'll do that in a second.
And so there was a 2 in there.
There was a 2 in there, so that one misses as well. So let's do this now. He fails his save.
And Apothecary.
And the Apothecary doesn't save him. So one of them's dead, regardless.
Yes.
But 8 hits, strength 6.
2s. So, 1, 2, 3,
7.
7. So, oh, that's 1, 2. So So that is 4 failed armour saves. We'll see.
I shall check what Bioshock does and come back in a minute.
Yes. Okay, that was savage. 4 Marines already down to Cacophony. Speaking of which,
Yep.
we're going to have 2 more firing into the unit. Same unit.
Same squad. So 3s,
And
2 1s.
there we go.
So armour save. So.
Do you want to do them one at a time? I know we're supposed to randomise, so on a
Yeah, because one of them is the sergeant. So
Yeah.
first one fails. So that'll be the normal trooper.
Yeah.
And he fails his field of pain. And the other one, and the sergeant survives. Well done, that squad of Cacophony. Killed yourself. Brilliant. Okay, so next we will.
Do you know what you're doing next?
Yes, I'm going to fire the Lascannon into your Terminators.
Very good.
Because he's well out of range of his bolt gun.
Yeah.
So, 1 shot.
Hits.
Uh,
On a 2.
Yep.
Very good. 4 plus armour save. And we are invulnerable save, I should say, not
Yeah.
armour save. So there we go, that is that.
But worth a shot.
Yes, absolutely.
We will fire all the bolt pistols from these guys
Yeah.
into your chaps there.
Why not? Do you have a plasma pistol in there as well?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's just a very fancy looking bolt pistol.
Oh, very good, very good.
So that will be 9, because, because of the chump. There we go then. 3s.
Very good. We've had a very good showing of bolt pistols.
We have. Less so on the wound. Oh, actually, no, I'll take that at 5.
So, got my 3 plus armour save, and you got 1.
Okay. And then finally, we will do the bolt pistols from the Palatine blades into your Terminators.
Yes.
And along with the one from the Praetor. So 5 of those. They're supposedly great with blades, but not with pistols apparently. So 1 wound.
Armour save, we're good.
And then finally from the Praetor, so I think he's on 2s.
Yes.
So that hits. Doesn't wound.
No.
Okie doke. Job done.
That's right, we will be back in the charge phase.
Indeed. So we forgot about the Bioshock feedback on Sophie's poor veteran Marines.
Yes.
So sad. So this is AP2, instant death. Doesn't need to be taken from the closest unit.
So I am on leadership 9 -4, so I need to pass on a 5. So here we go. But I can re-roll that thanks to the Vexler. Oh! So that is D6 dead. So Nick, would you like to roll a D6?
I would like to roll D6. Hopefully, if I get a big 6, that's the unit wiped. Ooh.
5, there is 1 left. I'm going to leave the chap with the plasma gun, and that was savage. That's a 300-point unit that you've just wiped.
I mean, he's
Pretty
kind of
much.
made up for the other. They made up for the other Cacophony.
Yeah,
They're
true.
doing absolutely nothing and killing
And I think
themselves.
they will have to take a leadership test as well.
Is that at the end of the turn?
End of the shooting phase.
Oh, okay, right. 2 dice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we're playing. And the other Cacophony as well, but they only lost 1. So they failed.
Oh, they're fleeing.
Cool.
They flee.
And the other one.
Oh, no, they're fine.
Did they?
Because you need to lose 25%.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
right. So how does fleeing work, Sophie?
2d6.
That will be 5.
5. So we will move them in a second, and we will come back in the charge phase.
So, charges then. We are going to put, unsurprisingly perhaps, the Assault Marines into the 4 remaining veterans there, and then the Palatine Blades and the Praetor are going to go into the Terminators.
Very good. Right, I've just got a little smattering over Overwatch. I'm going to use the Melta guns, because otherwise I'm not going to get to use them. So that's 3 hits.
Okie doke. That's not okay.
Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. So we will have a look at the closest back in a second. So we've checked, and it is the Sergeant that's the closest, and unfortunately the Artificer armour does nothing against the Melta gun.
Yes. Stupid 30k, stupid positioning. God damn it! Curse you, 7th edition rules. So he's dead.
2d6 charge.
2d6 charge. But the other guys did make their save.
Yes.
Cover save.
Because they did get a cover save.
So. And that's a failed charge.
That's a failed charge.
Where's my CP reroll?
Oh, no CP for you.
Shush.
That Overwatch went surprisingly well for me.
So, do they still move 2 inches? Or do
No.
they stay with this? Okay,
No,
that's
they do
fine.
not.
Right. So, let's see if the Palatine blades can actually show.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Chumps. I mean, you say that, Sophie, but 3 will get me in.
Yes, there we
Yes.
go. You are in. We'll be back once we've moved and piled everything in.
Yeah.
Okay, we've piled in and we have the Praetor striking first. Now, he is weapon skill 6 and I've been shrieked. So
Yes.
I'm effectively weapon skill 4, so you are hitting me on 3s.
So, 3's the hit. And he seems to be a chump, because he missed 3 times.
3 times. Luckily, his claw doesn't get hot.
No.
Wounding me on 3s.
Wounding on 3s with murderous strike. So, 1 wound,
So
but it's a murderous
it's
wound.
a murderous wound. So I've got my invuln of a 4+, which is fine. But if I failed, it would have just cut a Terminator down immediately.
Indeed. And so, we'll go straight onto the Palatine blades, who are weapon skill 5.
Yes,
So 3s again.
because I've been tricked.
Against Sophie.
Oh no.
That's yeah, no, that is actually trash.
Yeah.
So could be a very, very quick game. Strength 4 because it's an all power sword.
Yes, toughness 4. So looking for 4s.
That's better. Well, it's
5.
above average.
Look at the little dice.
I know.
It's
It's tiny
tiny.
more to make up the numbers. So 5.
So 2s on this. So we are good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pile in and then strike you back.
Yay!
Coming back after the bounce, I've got my attack, so I've got 2 attacks each. These are hitting you on 4s now. And that's a very good showing.
That is a good start. I don't.
Yeah.
Could you not do that, please, Sophie?
And I am strength 5 for the power axe, so we are looking for 3s. And that is a full house.
Okay then.
So
that's
we'll-
a thing.
I take it you will cut down your unit first,
Yes.
or do you want to? I suppose it's yeah, because you'll take them on the unit first, and then
Yep.
yeah, it's
The one thing which, in hindsight, we should have done is challenges, but never mind.
that's right. I had a sergeant.
Yeah.
So-
One of the Emperor's Children special rules is you have to issue challenges.
Oh, okay.
But if we assume that the Praetor made the challenge, he chuffed it anyway. So there we go.
There we go.
And then how many? 5 up.
5.
5. Okay. No, he's dead.
Oh, is it forward? Yeah, of course.
Yep. Absolutely smashed.
Oh,
Oh well, Emperor's Children. It's all about the biggest ego.
yes.
Unfortunately, ego doesn't protect, apparently.
Not from power axes. Right, I will consolidate my d6 5 inches, and then I will actually check if I get to consolidate, being Cataphracti Terminators. And we will be back in the Sons of Horus turn 2. We have moved up Sons of Horus turn 2. I have gained 1 victory point over here. I've also gained victory points for Slay the Warlord, but we will figure those out. I don't know if you do that immediately or at the end, so
just
we'll
do
do
it
it
at
at
the
the end. More mystery. This was big. That big bounce was...
Yeah, didn't really expect that to bounce quite as hard as it did.
Yeah.
I was hoping to maybe take down 2 of the Terminators, which, again, 3rd game of Horus Heresy, so now I know for future.
Yes. We will start up. So I've just shuffled over the Dreadnought. We've moved in here to try and claim that objective if we can knock off the assault squad. My lone plasma veteran has moved up here. And we've just shuffled over here with my close combat assault squad specialists. They're on an objective, and then we've moved a bit closer. So we'll start off with the plasma gun. One plasma gun into the Terminators, which hits wounds on a 2 for being strength 7, so that's a wound at AP 2.
So 5 up invul. No.
Got one.
So that's that dude.
Yes. We will then fire. We'll go with the Dreadnought, and we will put the storm cannon arrays into the assault squad. So hopefully this should knock a few of them off. So we'll start off with the storm cannon arrays. We are in range this time, so we'll be hitting you on 2s. That one, and wounding you on 2s. So we have 11 wounds. So we have looked. The first one will die. The second one is in cover.
Oh, the AP2, AP3.
AP3.
Okay. Yep. So the third one. Let's see if he can be a brave chap. He is a brave chap.
Fine.
So that's 2. No.
So yeah, we've got 1, 2. That one went through. And then we've got another 2.
So 4 and 5 die.
And then we've got more cover.
Saved! Can he be the plucky little submarine that could?
Nope.
No, he can't.
And then the rest wipes the squad.
Yes. At least I
Okay.
don't have to do leadership.
Yes. Which, oof, that was rather vicious. But there we go. Now, I shall put 3 bolt guns into the cacophony. Ooh. Sorry. No.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Take the wins where I can get them.
We will put 4 bolt guns over here into the Terminators because I've got to do something with this squad. So hitting on 3s and wounding
don't
on
feel like you have
4s.
to.
2 go through. There we go.
They're fine though.
We will then move straight on to the Terminators here. I'm going to need a minute to grab some dice and then we'll be back. Okay, we've racked up some dice. So we will have my combi bolters going into the Terminators. Sons of Horus, I'm within 12, so I will be hitting on 2s with twin linked. It sounds scary, but these are just bolt guns.
Yeah.
And these are bolt guns against Terminators.
Given my ability to roll armor saves so far, it is terrifying, quite frankly.
And look at that, bolt guns coming up clutch again.
How many is that?
That's 7.
7. Okay, so let's see if we can avoid wiping the squad.
Yes! You're fine!
Yes, thankfully.
Terminator armor comes up clutch. We've just got 1 Melta, which missed.
Does it not hit on 2s?
It does not, unfortunately, because I only get +1 booster skill with assault and rapid fire weapons.
I see.
Yes. But we are going to now charge you.
Of course you are.
Yeah. So the Cataphracti charging in 4 inches.
Can you use assault weapons to overwatch?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to use a grenade harness,
Oh.
which is assault 2.
Oh.
Oh,
got a
it's a hit! I have no idea what strength, so we'll come back in a second. So, having checked the rules, it would seem that the grenade harness does not go off because it's a blast weapon. So, yeah, down to your chopping of some Terminators.
Well,
Sophie.
I am initiative 1.
That's a valid point.
So would you like to pile in and strike me?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
You shall shuffle forward.
There we go. Shuffling.
Shuffling.
Achieved.
So the champion has 3 attacks, everyone else has 2 attacks, so that is a mighty 9 attacks.
Lovely, hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s because they're wounding on 4s because they're strength 4 because they didn't charge,
Yep.
so they don't get all the extra wonderful gubbins. And again, my dice. Traitorous dice.
Oh, the War Master is truly with me today.
It's because Fulgrim's not here. That's what it is,
Yeah.
obviously. Like, they're just not trying. They feel like they don't have to bother. So that's 1 wound, Sophie.
AP3, so I still get my 2-up save. We are good. I'm then going to strike you back. We're going to just pile in onto the objective.
Oh, challenges, which obviously
Oh, yeah.
sucked anyway.
My sergeant onto your sergeant, etc.
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So these will be hitting on 4s because I've been Shriekerified. So there we go. So now I'm hitting you at strength 6.
Not 5 because you're lower than my weapon skill.
No, so you need to be more than double my weapon skill for 5s.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh, it's the stupid table, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the stupid table.
Okay.
Strength 6, so I'm wounding you on 2s. That is 3, 7 wounds
7 wounds.
at AP 2.
Okay, so 5 up in 1.
Yep.
And they're all dead.
Oh, 1, 2,
Oh, no,
3.
no. 4. Oh, no, one of them survives.
Oh.
One of them survives.
Well, where was the other dice? Where did the other dice? Oh, God, look at that. You're fine. You are
Well,
fine.
I'm not, am I? Really?
No.
So. Oh.
Oh,
3.
resin models are wonderful, aren't they, folks?
Stupid spears.
Okay, and then your leadership. Are you stubborn? Are you...
Let me check.
So, looking at the board, we have decided to call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, at least the remaining Phoenix Guard didn't run away, but I pretty much have nothing left on the board that can deal with the Terminators, apart from maybe a Lascannon, which isn't going to do anything.
Your Contemptor could make combat in turn 4, maybe.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Yeah, massively mispositioned them. I should have actually kind of put them a bit closer, probably over here with the rest of the entire kind of like assault squad. If anything, it could have tanked maybe the Terminators. But lessons learned and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Cacophony, I will not underestimate them again, because I thought, they're AP5, I don't really need to worry about them, I've got power armour, and they just wiped out a 300-point squad of veterans.
Yeah, to be fair, they killed pretty much that amount of themselves.
Yeah,
so
yeah. You lost 2 of them to explosions, let's say, and then they ran away.
And then they ran away. Yay!
It's, I mean, also that 2-inch failed charge.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
No.
To be fair, but it's a dice game, folks, so it happens.
Yeah. So good sportsmanship there, Nick.
Oh, that's quite alright.
Look, we had 2 highly elite armies, 2 close combat armies, and I think it just came down to AP2.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I've learned from this is that I need more things which deal with AP2. I think I'm quite okay with clearing Marines, you know, when they don't blow themselves up. But yeah, that's definitely a big takeaway from this.
Yes, and like you said, the Contemptor moving forward, getting that close combat range. Otherwise, it's a very expensive Lascannon.
It is a very expensive Lascannon on legs.
Yes. But Heresy, have you learned some rules?
I have learned some rules.
Yeah.
I've learned that positioning is a much more important thing than I'd kind of previously given it credit for. Stupid sergeant being on the outside. But yeah, no, it's been fun. Well done, Sophie, for winning.
Thank you. Yes, it's my first Horus Heresy win on the channel. I know this is our second. This is at the time of filming our second game.
Ah, I see.
Look, there's a couple of things we're carrying over from 40k, etc. I expect all the. There's a lot of fine detail in the Horus Heresy. So if you see things that really make a game difference, let us know. Other than that, I think we got most things right. It's stuff like the Sons of Horus extra attack on Initiative 1. I don't think I get it with Power Axis. That was something I was looking at. Yeah, so we were as a Son of Horus. If I outnumber you, I get an additional attack. Initiative step 1.
Okay.
But I don't think I get it if I'm attacking at Initiative step 1. So
Right.
yeah, rules clarity in the comments if you like.
Challenges.
Challenges.
I need to do small challenge, or like all my units need to issue challenges if they can.
Yes, and I had a Terminator sergeant who didn't die, so in the end it didn't do anything.
Yep.
Do you get bonuses and challenges at all? Like additional attacks?
I don't think additional attacks, but I think I get +1 initiative. Something like Duelist Edge, but that might be a specific weapon, Charitable Saber.
Yeah.
Special rule. But, you know, if people have got suggestions for what to get next to make this better, and maybe not kind of like bounce quite so hard against anything, that would be really helpful.
So we've got, at the time of filming, we've got another game coming up against the Mechanicum.
Yes.
With Nick against the Mechanicum, so we've maybe taken some lessons here.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, you've also got in your back catalogue another 10 Cacophony.
Yeah, I've got another 10 Cacophony to paint up. I've got another 10 Assault Marines kind of almost ready to go. I've got another 5 Palatine Blades with some Phoenix Spears, so hopefully they can do something. And I've got a couple of Land Speeders sat waiting to be built and painted as well.
So yes, a lot of stuff in your back catalogue.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's all I've got to say for the game.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed watching, please don't forget to maybe check out the rest of our channel. Subscribe if you feel like it, and there is, of course, our Patreon with some more content coming later. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again for some more Horus Heresy.
Bye.
Wonderful.